Good morning, and how's everyone today? Oh, I hope you had a great day yesterday. And for those of you in the United States, congratulations on your elections being over. Whether or not the guy that or girl, whatever, excuse me, person that you wanted to get in got in, it doesn't matter. Everyone used their voice who chose to do so. And I just hope that everyone is moving onward and upward, and let's all look at the positive of life, and let's just see what these beautiful stones have in store for us today. And I'm going to kick off with the beautiful Kim. Hey, Kim, welcome. I'm trying to get on TikTok, everybody. So oh my gosh, I don't have the connection, but I will tell you tomorrow how to do that. So I'm Stephanie got me started on it, and I need 1,000 people to follow me on TikTok before I can go live. And I don't even watch TikTok, so to be honest with you, it's a very very foreign entity for me. So that is my next goal, is to get live on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok and you feel so inclined to follow me, that would be awesome, because like I said, I have to have 1,000 people before I can go live on there. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? And tomorrow I'll put a link for the TikTok, because I don't know how to do that. I don't even know the name of the darn thing. So yeah, so you can tell that I'm not smart in that. Here we go. So the beautiful Kim. Hey, Kim. Well, I was in bed early last night. I had to check my email or my the Facebook thing to see what who even won yesterday. So you're sitting in number two. Oh, excuse me, two of the earth count. That is the earth itself, Mother Earth. But that vibrational energy is it sending out. Your energy, your frequency is affecting those around you today. It's kind of like, I want to say almost like an earthquake. Everything you're doing in the vibrational energy you're sending out, people are receptive to it, and they can feel it, almost like a cat feeling the ground shake. And it's almost that energy with it. Every step you take, you're having an impact today on the vibrational energy around you, because it's just oozing from you all over. Is in a good way, and but you can be sitting in a little bit of defeat today. You may be getting some news today on the phone that isn't necessarily a great news. Excuse me, but I see that there's something happening. There's a mix up in that vibrational energy, and then the news that you're going to be getting today could drop you down. So whatever it happens to be, just take some deep breaths for it, and then allow it to move through. But there is that vibrational energy that is kind of knocking you down a little bit today in this news, and I think you're gonna receive it by a phone call, I think. And you're also sitting in the standing still. The standing still. I need to really ground myself. Every time I'm moving around, I'm moving my vibrational energy. I'm upping it, and I've got that spin. And then I'm feeling kind of blah. And then if I can just stop, to sit down and go and nourish for a little while and watch things around me instead of actively participating, I think you will have a better day. So just slow down, watch stuff around you, and don't worry so much about, I'm trying to tuck this in, and don't worry so much about the being active in information that you're getting today and interactive today. It was a day of slowing down and turning inward. Excuse me. Hey, Rhoda, how are you? Or Rhonda or Rhoda? I don't know how to say it, but welcome, welcome. And I'm excited to do today's stones. Oh, you're sitting in the number 10 today. Pure intellect and measure that sits in the center of the medicine wheel. We have 5, 10, 15, and 20 that sit in the middle, and you're in the 10 of it. But that is judgment, but not necessarily judgment on yourself, but judgment others. So when we look in the mirror, often we analyze and reflect what others think that we should be. And then we're kind of sold the bill of rights that, oh, well, we should do this at this time. I should think that. I should walk this path or do that. And it's asking you to not do that today, to sit back and actually do without judgment. Rhoda. Oh, I love it. That's beautiful. Great way of saying it. Thank you. So you're sitting in a little bit of judgment, self-judgment, because it ultimately, at the end of the day, you're the only one that has to look back in the mirror. And when you can get to the point where you can say, you know what, this is me and I like me and I don't care who doesn't like me, that's when you kind of shine above and allow that flow today. I just like me. And if you're not happy with me, move along, and allow that the people to come and go. There's going to be a shifting today of energy within you. So you may find that some people are starting to leave and some people are starting to come in. So your, if you will, is starting to change a little bit around you. You're sitting in the great teacher. Sorry, I got a lot of things just lined up there. You're also sitting in the great teacher of victory today. So I love victory. When I'm sitting in victory, it's saying, go ahead and tell everyone what great things you're doing. Tell yourself what great things you're doing and celebrate yourself. Don't demonize. Don't lower yourself, bring yourself up, celebrate you, get your energy going, and celebrate those victories today. There's lots of them. And had some people tell me, one lady one time, she said, I don't have anything to celebrate. And I said, the fact that you even got out of bed today is a celebration. And so start looking at everything you do as a celebration today. And as you're doing it, so it doesn't matter what it is. If there's something, oh, I did the dishes. Yay, I did the dishes. Or I got up and I did something else. Celebrate all the little things and watch all the big things just start happening. I woke up grateful today. I love it. Beautiful. And you're also sitting in the Andine Cross. Oh, this is interesting. A lot of people don't know what the Andine Cross is. So the Andine Cross, according to shamanism, the Andine Cross are the corners where we come in and out of the portals. So each one of those intersections, if you will, is intersections. I can't go backwards. Anyway, is a portal. And right now, that center is wide open for you. So it means that you're open to receive the messages from your seed of origin, your inner knowing. Your intuition is going to be amped up. Everything's awakened today, and you may start hearing these little voices or sounds, knowledge, the things that you're getting. I call them downloads. I don't know any other way to describe it. So that may start happening with you today, and just allow it to be. Interact with them, talk to them, and say, hey, I hear you. I understand what you're saying, or get more clarification on what they're saying. But you got lots of information coming in today, and just allow yourself the time to process it. So it's a good day. So Bethany, good morning, Bethany. How are you today? Bethany is sitting in, Bethany's sitting in the 5, 6, 7. 7 are the sacred dreams of life. What brings you joy? And it's asking you to find that little kid today. Actually, and I'm almost seeing magic markers. And then I hear in the background, I don't know where it's coming from, so I'll say it anyway. I'm hearing in the background, don't color on the walls. Don't color on the walls. So I don't know if someone told you not to color on the walls, or if you recently told someone else not to color on the walls. But I hear that, and it's bringing in that youthfulness, the joy of the innocence. I just want color in my life. I just want something fun, and I'm not worrying about where it's coming from. So allow yourself to sit in that kid energy today, in the fun energy of it. You're also sitting in the center of the great teachers, which is confrontation. And I can see someone saying something to you today, and then you're going to laugh inappropriately. So when they're being very serious, excuse me, they're being very serious and they're trying to talk to you, and you're just looking at them going, I don't know, or maybe doing shopping and do a twirl in the in the middle of the aisle just for no reason. Just have fun today, even though the world might come off a little bit more serious today around you. Just have the fun and do something inappropriate that people aren't expecting. It kind of sets them off and makes for a fun day. Also, you're sitting in the holy mountains today. This is watching that spiritual rising. I don't know why my throat's so sore, but in that spiritual rising today, but there's an opening in there too. So that's almost, boy, that these portals are just opening, spinning, opening around us. I see it looks like solid ground, but if I'm going for the sure win and I'm going for what I know, what I'm comfortable with, it could have the opposite results of what you want. If you see the, oh, I don't know if I should go there or try that, it's a harder path. It's not all laid out for me. That's the path that I would venture at looking at going, because new energies await you that you haven't even untapped yet. And it's go to the unknown. Don't go always to the known. So, excuse me. So that's a good one. Mary, good morning, my dear. Yeah, I don't know. I slept with a fan over my head last night because I was just cooking. So I think I dried my throat out. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 today is the spirit of all plants, sits in the bottom of the medicine wheel. But that is sitting in, Mary, you're sitting in tears today. You're sitting in emotional, I want to say emotional baggage is the word that's coming to mind. It's something that you've redone over and over and over again, and now it's coming around again. And it's like, oh my gosh, I thought I got rid of this, and here it is looking me in the face again. So it's that emotional baggage that we're pulling in, but you've been pulling it in for a while now. This is probably about your 10th, 12th time doing this spin with this same energy, not necessarily the same person, but the same energy. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to keep going here. So thank you, Bethany, for that. So I'm also going to pull a great teacher for you here, Mary. Mary, you're sitting in death today, and so death and rebirth, and that's what I'm talking about. That energy, it's come around and come around and come around, and you're on another in cycle. So everything's coming in. You've already done it a million times. You think it's done, but the lesson's still there. So get it in, feel what you're feeling, understand the energy of what you're dealing with right now. Really take a good hard look at it so that you can put it to rest, because you need to be able to finalize that it's not to rest yet. And when you find the comfort within yourself that I can now finally let it go, then that's when it won't come back and recycle. You're also sitting in the hunter, which is very, very perfect. So that hunter, you see the bear there? I'm bringing in the bear and the hawk, and I'm bringing all this energy in. I'm pretty silent in what I'm doing, but I'm moving forward and I'm pinpointing. So that's what you need to do today. Be like the hunter. Really, really focus on your target of getting rid of the cycle that you're always in. And then you can do that, then let go of that arrow and nail it in there. Done. I'm done with that. And then you don't have to keep cycling it out again. Okay. It could be a challenging day. So good morning, Debbie. Good morning, grandmother Debbie here. I've been avoiding a lot lately, and I'm anxious about change. Yeah, Debbie, there's so much change coming your way, right? So let's see where you're sitting. You're sitting in that three. That three sits at the bottom of the medicine wheel. That 3 is the plants. And it's asking you also for water. It's asking for you to nourish your body today. Spend some time in water. The element of water sits down there, and spend some time in water, either a nice bubble bath today, some fragrance, nice fragrance. You may want to put some herbs in your water and just allow yourself to just sit and allow everything around you to just calm down a little bit, because the energy's kind of mucky today, and just sit in the change that's coming, but allow the change to come gracefully. So ask for your death animal. I know you don't know it possibly don't know it, you might, but call for your death animal. That is the animal that helps you change, and just ask them just to gently work with you so that you don't have to go through it so hard. The change is happening, and the change is good for you. You need to do it to move forward, but you have to face it to move forward. And that death animal can help you do that a little bit easier. And you're also working in the lower world. It's exactly what I just said, the death animal. So you want to go in and call in that animal. That animal is really important today. So upper world is where the angels are. Middle world is where your human type guides are. Lower world is where your animal guides are. And those animal guides are calling you today, particularly your death animal is saying, hey, I can assist you in this change, and let me work with you. If I work with you, then that change is going to go a little bit more smoothly with you. And it's not that they're doing it, it's that they're bringing awareness to what needs to change for you. Okay. So take a deep breath. Your animal's got you. Excuse me. Tanika. Good morning, grandmother. I love you so much. Oh, you're most welcome. Can I get a reading about my career? Oh, yes, absolutely. See, these are more energetic stones as opposed to zeroing in on a specific career, but you're sitting in the 20. That is death, conclusion, rebirth, but it's massive close. One door closed. There is a new career coming your way that is totally different than anything else you've done before. And you might be a little bit apprehensive. Oh, gee, do you think I should dare apply for that job? It's a little bit out of my wheelhouse, and it's telling you to apply for it. The jobs that you would normally fall into where you're super comfortable, that's not where you need to go. You need to start applying for jobs that you're not so comfortable with. And it's going to open up new doorways for you. So that's the way I personally would go, just from this energy that's sitting in this beautiful stone today. And you're also sitting with fire. So you're not sitting in a great teacher, but you're sitting in a direction. You're sitting in the east of the medicine with fire. That's that spark. I need something to spark me, to fan the flames, right? So if I'm getting a job or I'm going into an area where I'm not comfortable, I feel like I'm hot stepping it on coals here. And that's what it's asking you to do. Get uncomfortable and get into it, because it's wonderful. You're also sitting in the sacrifice. You have to sacrifice that comfortableness to walk into the uncomfortable. When we walk into the uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable to do that, right? So but it's saying go into the uncomfortable because magic's waiting for you. So go ahead and do that. Apply for something that you're just going, there's no way in heck that I'm going to get that. And just give it a go and see what happens. And if you get offered a job that's in a field that you know that is a little out of your wheelhouse, do it anyway. You're going to really, really not regret it. Okay. Take care. Excuse me. Hi, Rhoda. I will always say your name properly now anyway. Thanks, Rhoda. Alicia, good morning, my dear. From Southern Alberta. Yes, she is from Southern Alberta. So anyways, Luisha, you're sitting on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the earth count is moon movement and energy. Have you been out there looking at the stars lately? It's asking you to get out there more. When the stars go down, it's dark so early, right? It's asking you to get out tonight and actually pull attention to the stars and the moon today. Where is everything sitting? And there's an energy that you're sitting under right now, almost like an umbrella. I don't know if you have the app on your phone for star nights. I've got some stargazer thing, and it tells you what you're sitting under. I would check that out, because you're sitting under a different influence right now. That moon is really being an influence in your life, the energy around it. So I want you to take some deep breaths into it and actually own it, step into it. Don't run away from it. It's there to support you, but you have to actually walk in it. You're also sitting in loneliness today. So you get this one down. You know what loneliness is. Loneliness is, I just feel like I'm kind of on my own. I don't have anyone to support me. What if? Get out of the what ifs. What can be is the word that you want to use today. What can be? I can be this. I can be that. I can be okay alone. I can be. So instead of what is or what should be is what can be. Okay, what can be today. And you're also sitting in the Rainmaker. Ooh, you have that dance about you. When you get your act together and you start moving and you start dancing to that wind and dancing to the energy around you, everything lights up. People light up around you when you do that. Get out and dance today and realize that you are not alone. And everything you do today affects someone else. Watch the look on people's face when they see you dancing. When they see you light up the room, they also start lighting up. You are contagious, just like the rain. I love it. Okay, Alicia, that's a big one. And now we're going to go into, thank you so much, Rhoda. Kat Underwood. Good morning, Kat. So Kat is sitting, Kat is sitting in that zero count where everything is happening, but everything is all around you. And although I know what's happening in your life, Kat, I'm actually not getting that call. So what's happening, I know that you're sitting in the energy you're sitting in, because I know Kat and I are personal friends, but I'm also seeing something different, Kat. I'm seeing a knock on the door today. I'm seeing something else is changing. The shift is changing. Literally, there's a shift today. I see the knock on the door is the only thing that keeps telling me the knock on the door. So something is going to be opened to you today. An opportunity is going to be open to you today. And knowing you're going to immediately want to jump for it, but it's asking you to don't jump immediately. It's asking you to step back and actually analyze the pros and the cons of it before you jump in. But when you do decide to jump, if you decide to jump, you will have all your ducks in a row and it will work out for you. Even if you decide not to jump in, then the opportunity will come around again. So know that you're not missing an opportunity if you decide not to take it right now. But if you decide to take it right now, then go ahead and do it, but it'll work out for you. Wow. And you're sitting in the seer. Instinctively, and once this opportunity comes up, you're going to see all the different aspects of it, like even the hidden aspects of it. So everything's going to be open today. So really, really take a look, but don't be quick to respond. Really don't to say, I need some time to think about it. Give yourself even a couple hours before you make an immediate reaction. Don't react, actually respond. It's different. Slow down a bit on your reaction. Ooh, okay, Bethany, thank you so much. I'm definitely working more play currently. I love that. Seems to have a theme of for a while. I love it. Definitely, I don't know my death animal, but I will call it. Yes, if you don't know an animal, and I recommend that you work with that animal, just close your eyes and call it in. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but it knows you're there, so the death animal is the animal that helps us through change. The death animal sits at the northwest of the medicine wheel, and it is an animal that is that constant state of death and rebirth. It actually is the only animal on our medicine wheel that comes in and out of every lifetime with us. So it knows us so well. All you got to do is think about it, and it's there for you. So I hope that helps you, Deb. So Sean, hello, good morning. May I get a reading from Spirit? Absolutely. And I love the way that you put that from Spirit. I thank you for that. I love it. So this is for Sean. Sean, you are sitting in 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of the earth count is the spirit of all animals. It sits at the north of the medicine wheel. That's our mind. But it's actually also telling you to walk in balance today. Take a look at both sides of the issue. Is telling you don't be one-sided and only one-sided. Take a look at the other person's point of view. And I would almost give you way back when I was in school, like many years ago, there was, if you could debate, so you always had to step up and play advocate for someone else. And it's asking you to look at someone else's point of view and then that point of view to actually think about, am I going to cut them some slack? Because I see a little bit of conflict in that today. And if you go too far in what your thoughts are and what your belief system is, then you're not allowing others to explore the possibility that something else could change. So just allow that to happen today, because you could be a little bit tippy, out of balance. You could also be sitting, and you are sitting in raw power today. So you've got a lot of energy around you today. I can really tap into that when I want, right? So when you're sitting in that raw power, and I'm also sitting in the energy of that shift, that change. What am I going to do? So allow that to happen and just allow it to flow today for you. And you're also sitting in the Earth Keeper. So you're going to allow other people. You're going to sit in the balance. That Earth Keeper's in balance. It's not saying there can't be a storm, because the storm creates great things. It clears the air. It can't be a fire, but a fire also creates nice things. It gets nutrients in the ground. It does great things. So know that even though you're in one flux, there's also the opposite side of it. And it's all balanced today. Take a look at the light and the dark of both, every situation. There's a pretty cool internal balance that can happen if you do that. Love it. Okay. I hope that helps you, Stan. Or Sean, sorry. S-H-A-N. Anyway, so Elf, how are you? Can I get a stone? Absolutely. And you are sitting in 15, back into the center. This is a third person that's in the center of the wheel today. So you're sitting, though, in the collective consciousness of all humans. So my advice is you could get overloaded today. So everyone's going to have a point of view. Everything's going to be coming at you. You could be really distracted by social media and not get much done on your own life. And I would tune down the social media day and just allow yourself to sit within silence of self, because that overall conscious energy that's around you can be a little bit overwhelming. So if it gets overwhelming for you today, take time out to have some alone time where you're just quiet with no TV, no distractions. Give yourself an hour if you could do it. And if you struggle with the hour, give yourself 2 hours. And I know it sounds odd, but trust me, your body will help you. And so it's just sit in that energy, calm down, turn inward when the outside noise gets too loud. And you're also sitting in water today. So you're sitting in the water, in that water of the earth. And that earth water is the ocean, right? That's the oceans. And our body is comprised of so much water too. And our compound of our tears is the same consistency as what ocean water is. So you may want some tears today. Allow that. If you can have a bath today in water, nice warm water, I would put a little bit of salt in the water, and up that salt content in there. So you're sitting in more in like the ocean feel of that water. I like Himalayan salt is what I use, but if you don't have any, just use what you've got and put some in and say a prayer over it. Just I welcome the water energy today. Thank you. And then go inside it and then just really, really relax into it. I hope that helps you today. Woo-wee. That's Elf. Let's come over here. Hey, Paul. Hello, grandmother. I am late. Well, you're not that late, Paul. I hope that whatever happened in the elections yesterday was good with you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the earth count is the animals. And that is beautiful because you are sitting in that inner knowing, that heart knowing space where I just know what I know. I'm very alert. I'm very aware of what's going on around me today. You're actually super alert. So you can see not only in front of you, but you can see behind you. And you're looking at all aspects of every question, which is pretty cool. And you're also sitting in the great teacher. Ooh, this one's so dark. Of love. So you're sitting in the great teacher of love. I don't even see that. It's love. So when we look at everything through the vision and the lens of love, then we understand that really everything is going to be okay. And it's almost like having those big arms around you and just go, everything's okay. And spend some time today of hug yourself and just rock yourself. I love you. I love you. I love you. And see how that feels. Put some nice music on and just rock yourself and tell yourself over and over again, I love you. It is the most beautiful, surreal thing that happens when you're sitting in that beautiful energy. So allow that to happen today. You're also sitting in the beloved, which is exactly what I'm saying. Love comes from the inside, comes from inside. It's inside us, and tap into that internal love today. You got it. Love yourself, Paul. I love that. Yes. So I love you guys, and thanks for joining me today. Again, I have this TikTok thing that I'm trying to get on. So I need 1,000 followers, and tomorrow I'll have the name of the I don't know, whatever that is called, handle, whatever it's. You can find me on TikTok. Once I get that, then I'm going to be starting live bone readings on TikTok. So, just for the heck of it, I'll show you what my bones look like. These are my bones, and they are fox bone, badger bone, and deer bone. And I personally boiled down the heads and the body parts for these animals and got this together. The deer represents the delicate balance of the feminine. The fox is the cunning of the fox and quickness, and the badger is the masculine, and it is the war, the aggression. And so that is where I have sat with this, and these bones have taken me a few years to accumulate. And I do bone readings. I've done them for years. And yeah. And if you're interested in learning how to do stone readings, then please let me know. I do have a certified course, got 3 levels, so you can do it for yourself, you can do it for others, and there is a certificate course. So yeah, I'm doing all this kind of good stuff. I'm trying to get out there more and trying to be least resistant to internet and online services. That it doesn't serve me to dig my feet in the ground and say I don't want to do it. So I get stubborn too, right? We're all on this beautiful journey, this beautiful path together. Have compassion for each other and try to look at other people's point of view today. There's a lot of different points of view out there. Just love each other. And if we can look through the lens of love, we don't have to fight each other. I thank you all. So good night, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.